Okay, this is a custom Beat Saber avatar tutorial for 1.42.2 version of Beat Saber. Now, in order to get started, you will need the custom avatar project, Unity project, which you can get here. Go down to Unity project, download that. Once it's downloaded, you will go to the Unity hub, and you go into downloads, click add project from disk. Now, this is a very important step. But the product does not come with two important scripts. You need Dynamic Bone and finalIK. And where you can get those without having to go, where you can get those is you open folder in your Beat Saber install, assuming you have both these checked off, Dynamic Bone and finalIK. You can just go into the install folder, go to libs, and they will be right here. These two. You will copy those, put them into your Beat Saber install, or the no, sorry, Unity project. And once that's done, you can click add, and once it's added, you click in open the project. Now we are in Unity, and you know the finalIK and dynamic bones were detected properly if you go to libraries, and custom avatar has this little arrow and it shows all the scripts available. If that arrow does not appear, that means you did something wrong. Alright, now we can start adding our avatar. And so you go find your avatar. For example, mine's right here. Click and drag into scene. And then we have to modify it. So our avatar's in. Let's zero it out. So that way it's on the floor. Alright, now we're ready to go. So what else do we need for an avatar? We need a head target, a body target, and left and right targets for left and for hand targets respectively. So let's create those. They are just regular standard targets, and it's very important that you get the names correct. If the names are not correct, it will not work. So let's create another target here. We call it body. Another empty object, which is left hand. We're going to duplicate that. Rename it to right hand. All right. Now that they're created, head will basically be a viewpoint of the avatar. So we can take that, line it up, and approximately where you want your viewpoint to be on the avatar. Now I put mine like right about there, somewhere around there. Body is obviously just needs to be right below, right where your feet are planted, assuming you're not going to. The body needs to go right where your head is, basically where you're standing. Left hand needs to go over here, and what's really important here is that the green arrow has to point into the arm, so about 90 degrees. Too much. Almost. And that's about good. As good as you can get. Right? And make sure it's roughly around where your hand is. Once that's done, you can copy the position of those coordinates. Go your right hand, paste them in, and then just remove the negative sign from X, essentially mirroring it. And that's it. And we can't forget, but we also can't forget rotation. So let's take care of that really quick. Get right hand, paste. That's not right. It needs to be opposite way. And there we go. And that's it. If you just wanted the arms, if you just want avatar without any full body tracking, this is how you would set it up. And then we have to add 2 scripts to it. You would need the descriptor. Look for the one that says custom avatar next to it. And you put your avatar name and author. That's you. And then we need the VRIK manager. You want the one that says custom avatar next to it as well. And once you have that, it should auto-populate all your avatar bones into the target and into references here, so you shouldn't have to do that. If it doesn't do that, the probably something very wrong with how you import your avatar, which you can modify by assets put options. And if that's all you want, and you don't need the don't want expression thing like that, then let's just take care of this. Stupid. There we go. That's better. And if that's all you need, then you go to Window, Avatar Exporter, Export, and I highly recommend setting your output directory to your custom avatars folder of your Beat Saber install. We'll just call this video test, video tutorial, and then it shall build it and export it. Okay, now that it's exported successfully, we will collapse Unity. Go back to Beat Manager. We can go to Models, and it's right there, Video Tutorial. Once that's done, you can verify it works by checking off FPSC mode and debug mode in BS Manager. Hit launch. It's very helpful. This is the debug mode that reports any errors with your mods. You can take off to the side if you have the screen space. And if all goes well, it launches properly, and your avatar should appear. Now, it'll take a bit to load. There it is. Ignore the funky stand position. That's just how it is when you don't have VR hooked up. But once you see it, you know it's working and it's good to go. It looks exactly how it should. And you're ready to play. Now, now if you want full body tracking, there are three other targets you need to add: pelvis, left foot, right foot. And these have to be spelled exactly how you sound them. They spelled exactly the same way too. So, what you do? We will rename this to left foot. Duplicate it, and this will be right foot. And one more for pelvis. Now for the feet, you want the green arrow pointed downward into the foot. There we go. Let's get it roughly where you want it, and then you gotta rotate it about 90 degrees. Going. Just about like that. And then once you got it right, You can copy over the position and rotation of right, left foot into the right foot. Same, and then you just got mirrored over. Oh, I mixed them up. Oops. This should be left foot. That should be right foot. Oopsie. Get that mixed up. And there you go. That's all done. Now, if you want to add extra things like dynamics and other things like that, all you gotta do is make a new game object. If you've ever played VR chat or any other play VR chat, you know about the dynamic bone. You go in, add it, and then you just put your root and adjust your all of the variables to your liking. And that's it. Now you have a full by tracking ready avatar.